shit. Yeah, quit using the
fire ass intro.
Yeah, don't use the outro no more. I just got into it with YouTube's customer service because we actually paid for that song, but they don't honor it, even though we paid for it. So we're gonna have to.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, so that is the problem. It's the outro. Okay.
Yes, it's the outro. I just talked to customer service because I thought it was the intro. Like, buddy, I wrote the lyrics to that. What are you talking about? You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right, so you just got to write an outro. That's all, bro.
Yeah. I'll be working on that. That's the next step.
Yeah, no rush. We can play the intro twice, once in and once out. What the hell?
Yeah, we can do that. There you go. What up, Dorn?
That'd be more in and outs than fucking Aircast.
What's up, Nick Green and Golden?
What's up, Rob? I heard you got an intro, not an outro.
Oh, that's right, bro. We got it. We got an intro, man. We like the intros.
No, not us. I have an outro.
I'm a little tiny one.
20-inch blade. Can I just say to all the fans out there, being closer to your deathbed doesn't make you more intelligent, and it doesn't matter how long you claim to have been a fan of a team. If you have a shitty opinion, you have a shitty opinion. And let me demonstrate how that works for you fucking idiots out there, okay? So, I've been a Packers fan for 40 years, since 1960. Aaron Rodgers was not a good quarterback. Okay, so because I've been a fucking Packers fan since 1960, does that mean that my opinion on Aaron Rodgers being a bad quarterback is valid?
Yeah, no.
You want to answer that?
Honestly, I don't even understand that, man. I understand what you're saying. I just don't understand that shit.
Yeah.
I've been a quarterback. I'm going to answer that one. I want to know who the fuck is handing out free crack in Wisconsin, because that's the only way you get an opinion of that.
So every time I see it, well, I've been a Packers fan since 1967, and Love is not better than Willis. Okay, so then you're a fucking idiot then. I don't give a fuck how old you are, how long you've been a fan. You're a fucking moron.
Yeah.
Like you've been a Packers fan since 1967. Maybe it's time for you to, leave Earth.
Nick,
leave Earth.
My suggestion is stay away from Packer fucking things because it's horrible, man.
The thing is,
the shit you read in these Packer groups
I know.
is outstanding.
The thing that sucks, Dorn, is when I make my posts on my page, they have to go into Packers groups. That's the thing.
Yeah, I know.
And then, I try not to read anything. I try to just, go through everything and just, let it be. But then sometimes I see something. Oh, my God.
Half of them can't even spell Rodgers correctly.
Oh, my God.
I think it's reading the comments.
He was on the team for fucking 17 years.
Right.
I don't know.
You got to
Aaron
remember,
Rogers.
most of the Packer fans in these groups are fucking, they know from Brett Favre up. You know what I mean? They've never been in the fucking 80s and the early 90s. And
yeah.
Hey, Motown, looks like you fit right in.
Fuck Motown.
I don't know. I've been seeing some Lion fans have meltdowns. They've been coming out with these rankings, and Lions ain't top 5 no more and shit like that. They're going to 8th, 9th, and they're fucking throwing fits, man. We didn't lose that much. Blah blah blah. Like fuck if you didn't, motherfuckers.
So I guess my general point is for example, Dorn. He's watched the game a lot longer than I have. I expect him to have some wisdom, and he gives us a lot of insight. Right? There are people. It's when you use your age as a crutch for why you're giving a horrible opinion, and it's valid. That's
right. You're flexing on your age.
Back in the day, we didn't give a shit about stats or nothing none of that bullshit. You know what I mean?
Putting in your time as a fan doesn't give you smarter.
Yeah, I mean,
it doesn't make you smarter.
In theory, it should, but in reality, it doesn't. That's not always the case.
We didn't have computers. We didn't have this to go with stats and shit. You know.
I've been wearing nail polish for 20 years. Yeah. I think I can advise you on what colors are best. Okay?
If you want to learn about your team, you had to fucking read it in the newspaper.
Yeah.
I got a perfect example.
Yeah, the Packer report, man, every week.
Now you can hit up Ken Dobbin. He'll give you all the research.
My old man has been watching football since probably very late 50s. He asked me questions sometimes that it would be if you were showing the game of football to somebody the very first time. age don't mean shit when it comes to football knowledge.
No.
It's so hard to compare these. It's so and it's so hard to compare. What's going on, fellas? Appreciate y'all having me on. I'm definitely a new subscriber. I rock with y'all.
For sure.
Welcome.
It's real tough because just like any other sport, the athlete has just evolved, bro. Like it's so hard to compare players from different eras. You know what I mean? Like I'm 34. I'm 34, but like a guy like Fran Tarkenton, right? He revolutionized the game with his play style. He was like like if you watch Patrick Mahomes today and you put on some old Fran Tarkenton clips, you're gonna see some loop de loop, whoop de whoop in the backfield, spin out, 60-yard heave down the field. You're like, damn, who the hell was this guy? You know what I mean? It's
Right.
the game is different. Like I mean, whoever thinks Aaron Rodgers is a bad QB, who the hell said that?
Well, no. No one ever said. Well, I mean, rival fans are trolling, but no one ever actually.
Yeah, you can't say that and be serious, bro. Like,
No,
come on.
no one ever said that to me in a group. Like I was just making an example. If I say something horrendously ridiculous, and I say, "But wait a minute, I've been a Packers fan since 1942." Well, it
That don't
doesn't
make
matter how long you've been a Packers fan, bro.
Okay,
Your
I got
opinion's
you.
bad.
Yeah, I feel you. That's a bad take, regardless, no matter
And
how old you are.
I like what Dorn brought up because analytics has only been a part of the NFL since like I want to say the mid to late 90s. It was more like baseball has been analytical since the fucking 50s. Basketball just started being analytical not that long
Oh,
ago. So
bro, they
football,
chip everybody. They chip everything. They chip the ball. They chip the players. They chip the helmets. Everything's got a chip in it, so they know how fast they're.
but football was never looked at like that. Football was like pretty much severely the eye test. You just had to watch the game and know what you were looking at. Whereas now analytics is a part of the game. One thing I don't like though is when, for example, the Lions let analytics run their whole offense. I don't want that for my team. I don't want analytics telling me whether or not I should go for it on fourth down. I want Matt LaFleur to sit there and go, look, I know that we can get this shit, so let's go get it.
Yeah.
All right, Dan Campbell.
Sometimes we just need to play football and stop giving the analytics so much weight.
Yeah, I totally wholeheartedly
I agree.
Dan fucking Campbell.
You mean like how? Oh, let's go for this fourth down, even though we're at a 20-yard line.
Yeah,
Dan Campbell.
Yeah,
Actually,
what the hell was that about?
I don't think we should be advocating for this. Dan Campbell doing that usually gives us a couple wins.
Yeah.
Yeah, and let's be honest, going forward, we'll only have one or two results come out of it. If you get it, you're a genius. If you don't, you're an idiot.
Yep.
So, Nick, are you still opposed to the Matthew Golden trade or draft? I mean,
my fault. I thought you were talking about me.
Go for it, bro. You take it. Go for it.
I didn't know I was the only. I thought I was the only Nick in here. My fault, bro. Now you got it.
No, we got Dirty Dick Nick in here too.
So basically,
we got Nick Green and Gold in.
So, yo, bro, are you a Packers fan?
So here's my thing on it. My older brother's a Packers fan. I will always root for the Packers as long as they're not playing my team. I got immense love for the Packers. I grew up, watching that. My earliest Super Bowl memory was that New England Patriots Super Bowl. I was 7 years old. So, my brother being a Packers fan, that's my older brother. He's, that's my guy, so I'm always going to love the Packers. My team, I don't even want to bring it up because that's a whole other thing. But
you must be a Patriots fan.
I gotta hear that.
Patriots fan.
All right, so a quick backstory. I grew up in a household with a lot of people. My uncles. I grew up with an uncle who was a Niner fan, a Giant fan, a Falcon fan, and a Jets fan. Being a young kid, I grew up on Sundays, and the Panthers were the new expansion team, and I liked their jerseys and helmets. So that's been my team. So that's been my team since I was a kid, guys. Yeah, sorry.
What team?
Sorry.
What team?
Panthers. They were the expansion. It was between them or the Jaguars. I like the Panthers helmets more when I was a kid.
Basically, what he's saying is he roots for the Packers a lot.
This is true. This is true. I'm not gonna lie. This is
Well,
true.
that's interesting.
I was going for y'all heavy this year, last year. I mean, when Jordan Love turned. Quick backstory: when you guys drafted Jordan Love, I'm big on college. When you guys drafted Jordan Love, my brother lost his freaking mind, and I was like, dude, relax. Like you're doing the same thing you did with Rodgers with Favre. Like just give him some time. Now my brother loves Jordan Love. He's like, oh yes, we got our quarterback. So I like to take credit for calming my brother down on that. But the Packers, bro, you guys are the youngest team in the league still on
Yeah.
Yeah.
average.
Yeah.
So continuity is a big thing, as we all know. If Jordan Love could just take that extra step forward this year, the sky's the limit for the Packers, in
Yeah,
my
but
opinion.
we
And
had
do not trade Jair Alexander,
we had
please.
2 receivers in the top 3 for drop catches, so it's not
Yeah.
all long. He still threw like
No.
3,400 yards.
I
or
think
something.
you guys changing to that 4-3 defense and with Jeff Halfley, bro, he did wonders with y'all, bro.
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
See, there's
When
one
y'all
thing about
changed
those.
from that 3-4 to 4-3 and y'all played that press coverage with y'all were using Jair. I mean, granted he wasn't on the field that much, but I think he's gonna come back this year and play pretty well. But that defense, man, you guys were getting turnovers like crazy. Like
See,
crazy.
there's one thing about the Lions. See, they got the blinders on. But what's coming is the Packers. We're coming full speed ahead, man. Shoot, shoot. We're coming, man.
Darn.
We're coming to take that division. We're gonna wipe that fucker right in your nose, man, and fucking stop our foot right in your fucking throat. You're done. The Lions, you guys are gonna be mediocre from here on out. I'm
I'm
telling you straight
curious to
up.
see how Jared Goff looks without Ben Johnson. That's all.
You just look like
That's all
garbage.
I'm
You're
curious
gonna see
of.
4 interceptions a game.
Yep.
Let's put it
That's
this
all
way:
I'm.
Interception king.
if someone's not holding Jared Goff's hand through the weeds, he gets stuck.
Yeah, yeah. Very. That was proven towards the end of the season, man.
Oh, he proved it when he was at fucking Cal. I couldn't stop.
That too. Yeah.
Couldn't stand watching him. I'm a Cal Bears fan. I couldn't stand fucking watching him, bro. It was horrible.
I never thought Jared Goff was a good quarterback. I thought he was always a product of a great system and a great coach. He had the luxury of Sean McVay first, and now Ben Johnson.
Yep.
Dude,
The thing that
how
Lions
much
fans
better
are,
can you have it?
We're going to see it
thing
this
that
year.
Lions
We're
fans
going to
are,
see this year how he looks because you don't have none of that no more.
yeah, but Bill,
He's
the
still got a
Lions
great
fans are
offensive
so
line, though.
the
He's
Lions
still got
fans
a
are
great
so fucking
O-line.
blind. It's already been proven. The second that Matt Stafford got there and won that Super Bowl, something that he couldn't even fucking do, bro, that proved it right there.
Exactly.
That legit proved it right there.
Yeah.
Look at this dumbass take.
Oh yeah. Hey Nick, so do you think that that Jared Goff is the top 3 quarterback in the league?
What?
We need to get your opinion on that. Is Jared Goff?
What?
Do you consider Jared Goff to be a top 3 quarterback?
Can I just name Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, and Lamar Jackson ahead of him?
Don't forget Josh Allen.
Yeah, Josh Allen,
There's
Jordan
so many in
Love,
front of him.
C.J. Stroud, Baker Mayfield.
Boy, that Goff is going down,
Damn,
down,
there's a
down,
list
ain't he?
there, Motown. Tune in.
Yeah, Motown Mitch.
He's top 10 at best. Top 10 at best. At best.
Motown Mitch claims
He's
Jared
top
Goff
10 in the
is top
NFC.
3.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
that's what I mean, bro. He's like maybe 15 total in the whole league, bro. He's just, man, he's not top 3. Mitch is crazy. That's meth cow Mitch. He's on meth.
Now here's my thing on it. Did he have a top 3 season? Maybe you can argue that, but that doesn't make you a top, because I have this argument with Panther fans. They love to talk about, oh, we had Sam Darnold, this and that. Okay, so by all logic, Sam Darnold's better than Patrick Mahomes because his stats were better. You know what I mean? You can't.
Yeah.
It doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, because you did bring up a top 3 season statistically. If I told you that
Arguable.
if I told you that Jared Goff was only top 3 in one statistic, only one, and it's yards, would you say that's a top 3 season?
No, because there's still completion percentage,
No,
touchdowns.
but it's his. But hey, Nick, but it's his best season ever statistically. It's Goff's best season statistically that he's ever had.
But Bill showed us that he's only top 3 in one thing in the entire
I
league.
agree.
So that wouldn't
I'm
be a
not
top 3
denying it.
season then statistically. Look at that's not even close.
Stats right here, buddy.
Yeah,
look at
but
those.
man,
They're in there. The stats are in there. You can post them.
In 4 of those games, they padded that fucking stats, man. In 4 games, they fucking padded them bad. Come on, man.
He's a pad statter.
Yeah.
I'll put it to you like this. I think Jared Goff might not even be a top 5 player on his team.
Oh.
Oh, for sure, he's not. For sure, for
You
sure,
know
he's
what I
not, bro.
mean? Like,
Yeah,
really?
you're
Like, you
right.
got Penei Sewell, right? That's 1. Amon Ra, 2.
Gibbs,
Brian
Gibbs.
Branch, 3.
Hutch.
Aiden Hutchinson, 4.
Gibbs.
Gibbs, 5. There's your
I don't know
5
about
right
Crutch.
there.
Crutch, you got to wait on Crutch, bro.
Yeah,
Crutch is
Hutchinson, I don't know, man. He might
let's
never
go
be the
further.
same.
Crutch might not be back 100%.
Let's go
Montgomery.
further. You got Kirby Joseph, so that
Right?
makes Jared Goff not even top 5.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Didn't Kirby
He maybe-
Joseph and Xavier McKinney lead the NFL in interceptions, if I'm not mistaken?
Yep.
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey,
Huh.
don't forget Brian Branch.
Yeah, bro. He is an
said
absolute
Brian Branch.
stud. Yeah.
Yeah, he did. They mentioned
He's a
Brian Branch.
stud. He's a stud, bro. I remember
Yeah.
watching him in college. I wanted the Panthers to get him so bad. So bad. When he went to Detroit, I'm like, shit.
Why is their
Well,
defense so bad if they got a
when
couple guys there? I don't get it. I don't get
When
it.
you,
I think it's going to get worse, too.
hey, I'll ask you this: when you speak about the Panthers, how much that Bryce Young can take another step forward this year?
I'm eager to see it, man. I'm eager to see it. He was incredible. Like I saw a stat PFF just posted from weeks 9 to 18. He threw 111 passes past 10 yards, and he was first in passer rating, first in big time throws, and also first in drops. So there were a lot of yards that were left off the box score. I think Bryce. Here's my thing with him, man. You know, some quarterbacks like C.J. Stroud come into the league and Jaden Daniels, and they figure it out right away. And some guys take a little more time to adjust. I'm not going to knock a quarterback because he doesn't get it right away. Sometimes it takes a little more. Sometimes the game's a little too fast for a quarterback. And, you know, sitting him down was the best thing that could have happened to him because teams like the Cardinals with Josh Rosen and Zach Wilson, they thought they had to play these quarterbacks and it ended up ruining them. So it was a blessing in disguise for Bryce to get benched. He got to sit down, learn, and when he came back, we saw what happened. I think if he takes a step forward, we could be a 7-8 win team this year, and it's progression.
Yeah, I think the whole reason for that is with him sitting on the sidelines, he can finally see the whole field, not just the back of the offensive lineman's helmets.
Yep.
So who won the trade deal then?
His little ass.
Who won the trade deal then? Panthers or the Bears?
I can't lie, brother. The Bears easily won that trade. Easily.
But you guys both didn't do nothing with it.
Easily won that trade. I mean,
what the Bears do with their picks though? They didn't really do anything.
No, they got first we gave them DJ Moore, a bona fide one. They got Darnell Wright, Tyree Stevenson, Caleb Williams, and then they ended up with our second round of this year. They drafted Luther Burden. Oh yeah, they won the trade.
Yeah, but what did they
They
do
won the
with those
trade.
picks? They didn't do anything with those picks.
Yeah,
Darnell Wright is a very good right tackle in the NFL.
Once again, though, you both ended up with the same record. So even with all those great players added, it didn't make their team better.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna lie to y'all, and it pains me to say this, but
I hope Isaac gets hit by a bus this morning.
I think the Packers. I think it's. I think the Bears and the Packers will be the ones jockeying for the NFC North title this year. I think it's going to be the Bears versus the Packers. Yep, that's my opinion.
My thing that I didn't understand with Carolina. First of all, the CMC trade was just not. I mean, he's always injured. Blah blah blah. Chuba Hubbard is fucking pretty dope. So I mean, I guess it worked out. But why trade DJ Moore when you're trying to bring up this brand new quarterback?
Exactly, bro. That's exactly what I said. And here's the thing that pained me the most, bro.
Is they were tired of seeing him quit on plays.
They wanted freaking Brian Burns, and we ended up trading Brian Burns for Candy, bro.
And then Curtis Samuel ended up doing jack fucking shit, so they got rid of him, and he's doing jack shit again for Buffalo.
Bro, the Bears wanted Brian Burns, and we ended up trading Brian Burns instead for a second and a fifth. You guys know 2 years ago the Rams offered 2 first-round picks for Brian Burns, and we said no.
When I watched Carolina,
we've been in shambles until Dan Morgan took over.
When I watched Carolina, their most reliable receiver is Chuba Hubbard, and that's the problem. You should have kept DJ Moore. There was no reason to trade him in that moment.
No.
There was no reason.
Well,
There was no
they
reason.
probably got rid of him because they didn't want him to quit on them like he quit on Chicago.
It could
They
have been a
probably
locker room
ahead of
thing.
time.
It could have been. It could have been a behind the
Yeah,
scenes locker
locker
room
room.
thing. Like it really
Yep,
could
that's
have.
what I'm thinking.
No. The Bears wanted either DJ Moore or Brian Burns in that trade. We didn't want to trade Burns, so we gave them DJ Moore.
You didn't want to trade Burns, so you traded him to the Giants for half a bag of chips.
Exactly, bro. That's the part that pains me the most, bro. It's like we ended up trading DJ and we kept Brian Burns. We didn't even end up re-signing Burns, and we traded him for a bag of peanuts.
You guys made it so that it sucks for Bryce Young. He got put in a shitty situation. He hasn't even been able to pop his cherry yet. He might as well call him Eric.
Oh,
You bogus for that one.
look at Eric.
that
Look
was
at Eric
funny.
shake his finger.
Bryce Young hasn't even
There
been
you
given
go,
a
Eric.
chance.
Tell him.
Bryce Young hasn't even been given a chance to break
Stick it
out
right up
yet
your
because of all
ass,
this
Nick.
shit.
Honestly, I agree, bro.
And then
We've
you
had
got
the
Cal
worst.
Williams.
We've had the worst defense since the 21st century. This past year, our
You know what's
defense was
crazy?
horrible.
I was saying Carolina before last year started. I was saying Carolina should just give up on Bryce Young. But then I watched his games last year, and I was like, wow, there was actually a drastic improvement.
Yep. I was in the same position. I thought that he was going to be out of the league.
Anthony Richardson.
Yep. But no,
Hey,
I was thinking fucking Rosen.
I want to
Josh
go back to
Rosen.
the Packers real quick, though. Edgerrin Cooper and Javon Bullard. Dogs.
Edgerrin Cooper is an absolute dog. Bullard,
He is
I
an
don't know
absolute
his place
stud.
on
And
the
when
team.
I'm huge on the draft and my brother's not, when y'all drafted Edgerrin Cooper, my brother texts me. He goes, "Who is this kid?" I'm like, "Johnny."
What? You didn't know who Edgerrin Cooper was?
I go, "Johnny, you have
He was-
no idea what you guys just drafted. You got a
He was one of
steal
the
in the
top
second
players
round."
at his position on the board.
Yeah, bro, he was a steal for y'all. To me, he was a steal.
Now
He was a
Javon
steal
Bullard.
for y'all. And
Javon
then
Bullard
Bullard
has
too
a
was a
long ways to
steal.
go.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Javon
The
Bullard has a
steal was
long ways.
Valentine.
It's okay though,
Seventh
bro. It's
round
okay.
pick.
He's gonna be him and McKinney are
Valentine.
gonna hold y'all down.
I don't know. Bullard's job might get taken by Williams, to be honest.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I
Listen.
think Evan Williams already took his job.
We'll wait till training camp's over.
But
Preseason's over.
one good thing about Bullard is he can play underneath safety. He doesn't always have to be a deep threat safety type of player. He's really good underneath. So if we have a new, I don't know, Darnell Savage, Micah Hyde type hybrid player, I mean, that could work out for Green Bay.
Didn't you guys sign Nate Hobbs?
Yes.
we did.
Bro,
So we
he's
got
one of
a
the best nickel corners in the league, bro.
We got a nickel corner. As long as he's not on the
Finally,
outside.
you guys got a nickel corner.
When he's an outside corner, he is buns, bro.
Yeah, he's great in the
Unless he's
slot,
in a
though.
cover three.
Yeah.
Yeah, as a cover three, he's actually a
I
damn
know my
good
Packers, bro. Trust me, I know my Packers pretty well.
Oh, we know it's your Packers.
I know.
Don't worry.
Like, here's another one. I got another story for y'all, real quick.
So are you sure
When
that
you guys
you're a Panthers
drafted
fan?
Kenny Clark,
Yeah, you sure you're a Panthers fan?
my brother was so pissed because he wanted Miles Jack, and I told my brother, I'm like, bro, don't worry, just wait. And then lo and behold, 2-3 years later, Kenny Clark was a stud.
My
He's a little
God,
old
really,
now.
buddy.
Y'all gonna have to replace him soon, though.
Well, Ken got really happy when we got Kevin King instead of TJ Watt.
Yeah,
Oh,
go
my-
fuck yourself.
Oh my
Kyle's real happy
god!
that we're
I
hanging
was
on to
screaming
Alexander.
at it, bro. I was literally screaming at the TV that day. I'm like, it makes sense. He played at Wisconsin. Green Bay's in Wisconsin. Get him.
I was
And they
going to
took
say
Kevin
that's
King,
exactly
and I was like,
how every
oh.
one of us here fucking felt. And there's probably a few broken TVs among us.
Yeah. Well, as much as you could crap on King as far as the pick, the only thing you give him credit for, he did have one good season for us, which was 2019.
Yeah. He was used to be the best in the red zone.
Oh yeah, he was outstanding in the run.
And then Bill the motherfucking Packer fan was posting about Josh Jackson all fucking year that he was going to be the greatest corner ever.
And Rollins.
And Quentin
Oh
Rollins.
my God, Quentin Rollins, bro.
And Demarius
Going
Randall.
back, that might be the worst
Randall.
draft ever. That might have been the worst draft class.
And then we kept Demarius Randall and we got rid of fucking what's his name who went to the Chargers.
Casey Hayward, bro.
Yeah, who went to the
Yes, bro.
fucking Chargers. And he was
all
great for the
pro.
Chargers.
And he was a Pro Bowler and All Pro.
And then
that
we got
year,
rid
bro.
of Micah Hyde, and nobody knew why. Everyone's like, "Wait, why did we get rid of him? What happened?" And he like, "What the fuck,
Went to
man?"
Buffalo and went off. Yeah, that was
Yep.
crazy too. One thing I will give the Packers credit for, bro, y'all always draft, and especially in the late rounds, you guys draft offensive linemen so well, bro. So well. Like Zach Tom is a freaking steal. What a steal that was.
Even our
And
I
corners.
Rasheed
think
Walker, another
Well,
steal.
one of
Seventh
the
rounder.
best things that Green Bay does is they know how to draft offensive linemen in later rounds, and they hit really well. They're really good at that.
For real, bro. For
Right.
real. For real. Because
well,
Zach Tom is one of the best
hey,
right tackles. After Penei Sewell, he might be one of the best right tackles in
He's
football.
actually a better right guard. We just need him at tackle.
Wow.
Yeah, I
well,
know that. I still
hey,
want to move off of him from tackle. I think he does a damn good job out there.
our
He ain't going
our
nowhere.
GM,
That tackle.
our GM, our GM does prioritize the O line that much to say we never can have too many good old linemen out there.
Yeah, you definitely got to have depth in the O line for sure.
But you notice this year we went bigger. We got bigger offensive linemen, Barnes and
What's your
Van.
guys' thoughts about Jaden
And
Reed's manager reaching out to the Packers?
Jordan Morgan's coming back. What was
Yeah.
that, Bill? What'd you say?
What's your guys' thoughts about Jaden Reed's manager reaching out to the Packers to see where he stands?
I don't think it's as
Interesting.
malicious. I don't think it's as malicious as people are making it out to be. They
No.
basically were asking, like, "Hey, so you drafted? Like I said, I've been saying this whole fucking time.
Why
we
would
drafted
he think
another
he's on the
slot
chopping
wide
block when you
receiver."
got Bo Melton and Heath? Come on, man. You got other people that are going to go.
But the thing is, they were asking because you drafted another slot wide receiver, and they do
Basically,
two
yeah.
tight end packages with one slot wide receiver. So what does that mean for Jaden Reed? That's what they were asking, and all that happened was Goody basically told him, "Look, your role will not change on this team. We're not moving you anywhere. You're going to stay where you were." That's all
And
that happened.
everybody blows it up like it's a big
Right.
deal.
It actually isn't a big deal.
No.
I understand why they want to ask that question. I
Yeah,
would
I'm
want
right
to know
back.
the answer too.
I think he's going to take over Dobbs or Wick's position.
Yep.
Bro,
He's not
Savion
taking
Williams,
Dobbs.
bro. Savion Williams was bro, he's good. Trust
I don't
me.
know why. I don't know why Jaden Reed. I don't know why his manager, or whatever you want to call him, his manager is fucking confident. Whatever you want to call him. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why he asked about Savion, because Savion has nothing to do with Jaden Reed at all. They don't even play the same position.
Well, what it could be is
Well-
that they're worried that he's going to take those end arounds away from him. That Xavier seems more like he's going to be the jet sweep type of guy.
I hope we never do a jet sweep ever again. I'm fucking sick of watching that shit, bro.
Oh, come on. You mean you don't
You
want to
sound
do
like my
four of
brother
them
right
back to
now,
back?
bro.
No, those are drive killers most of the time. That happens good. It's a good thing
Yeah.
every once in a while, but we kill drives doing that shit most of the time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
they're
does.
use
Can
it
I
more
ask
of a
you,
wide
Packer
out more
fans,
than
a
anything.
question real quick? Is Josh Jacobs already the best running back in Packers history?
No, he's got a
so
long way to be better than Amon Green. Amon
Yep.
Green had some legendary fucking years, dude. But he's on his way to being. I'll say he's in the right
Conversation.
trajectory.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Amon Green ran for almost 1,900 that one year, if I'm not mistaken. 03 or 04?
Yeah.
He did. He went crazy that year.
There's definitely don't sweep the Packers.
No.
And the Lions, I wouldn't be surprised if they don't win the division, but I don't know how much I'm going to give the odds.
Lions, they didn't do anything.
Lions coming in third, bro. I
Well-
hate to say it to any Lions fan
They didn't
listening
do
that
nothing
may
this
be
year
on here.
to
They
make
come
their
in
team
third
better.
in
Say
that
that
division.
again louder for
Well-
everyone back.
Well, hey, that part where you said it could be between us and the Bears. I still have my concerns about seeing certain things materialize for the Bears before I give them that kind of nod. Like,
Yeah, like a real franchise
How-
quarterback.
no, rather, how is this new look O line going to work out for them? Like, how much better are they going to be in the trenches? Because that's what kills them the most throughout the year is that offensive line doesn't hold up the way it should, and then you gotta think about what their defense might look like in the trench play too.
I like
And then-
our offensive
or even-
line much more than last year.
Yeah.
Yes.
And also another thing you got to think about. How will Ben Johnson work out accordingly for them as a coach? Like, this is his first year that he's taken on the role of a head coach, and not every first-year head coach has a successful go with a
Well,
new
look what
team.
he's got to work with. He's got to work with a Cal, man. He's probably say, man, I can't do nothing with this motherfucker.
You know that Elton
We need a new
Jenkins.
quarterback, man.
You know Elton
Get
Jenkins has
Badgett.
never given up a sack as a center before.
Bro,
So
Elton Jenkins is one of the most underrated offensive linemen of this generation, bro.
yeah, and he's underrated at the strip club too. He goes
Yeah.
crazy over there,
Yeah,
bro.
he got his refund and went to the strip
He be
club.
going ham in the strippy.
He's like, this isn't what I paid for, yo. Give
Yeah,
me
I
my
got my money
money
back and I'm still here.
I'm still wondering if it being an Atlanta strip club, if those ladies had a little extra than he was expecting.
Eric, was you there?
No,
Oh,
heck no, I
shit.
wasn't.
Eric
Were
ain't
you
Hell
going to the
licking those
strip club.
poles again?
Can I bring something up
All
to
right,
y'all that
Dirty
I
Dick
brought up
Nick, don't
to
start.
my brother? Now
Go
now
for
the
it.
Jair Alexander stuff, is he staying? Is he
Yeah,
going?
he's
He's
staying.
more likely staying.
Okay.
They're already
Yeah,
talking about it and working it out. Like
signs,
it's progressing in the right way.
yeah, signs are pointing to the idea that he's coming back.
But
Now
Now,
about a
you
month
can't
he
ago
say
they
he's
doesn't
had the
coming
play this
trade
back. He
year,
rumors
never left.
were
yeah, but
going
if he
around.
doesn't play this year, if he gets hurt again or something crazy like that goes
Yeah,
down,
he's
he is
gone.
fucking out of here, bro. This is the last year.
Now
Well,
let me ask y'all, because about a month ago there were those trade rumors. So I posed this hypothetical to my brother. I said, if Jair's on the block and Trey Hendrickson's over there in Cincy, what about a swap?
I don't think they do that swap.
They can't afford to swap.
Yep.
they were just saying that Trey Heckerson presented in street clothes for Bengals workouts today.
Yeah,
He
I
wants to
believe it.
trade, dude. He wants to trade. He's coming to
Yeah,
the
well, they don't
Packers.
want to pay
Hendrickson don't
him.
want to be there, bro. He wants out.
He wants to
They
be a
don't want to
Packer.
pay him.
The reality of it is we'd probably end up trading Jair for like a fifth or a sixth. I'm not even
Yeah,
playing.
maybe a
Bro, I've
fourth.
been wanting my Panthers to get Jair for the longest. Him and JC Horn would make me so happy together on the outside.
The thing that sucks is that we don't have any leverage with Jair's contract and with what's going on. The league knows that if he doesn't play this year, Green Bay's not going to want him, and he's not coming back. So they're going to go, well, fuck you. I'm not trading you anything substantial. And Green Bay pretty much has to take whatever we get. That's why I say like a fifth or a sixth, realistically, is probly what we're looking at.
Well, see, but
Yeah,
they'd be
that's
smart enough
when
to trade him away
he's
because
definitely going to be on the team.
if
And
you
let's
just release him,
and let's be clear. And let's be clear about something else. You look at the cornerback room; it would be beyond. We'd be worn thin if we lose Jair. As far as we don't have no true boundary guys outside of him.
Yeah, but Rob wanted Matthew Golden instead of Will Johnson. That's cool. Whatever.
But I'm a Michigan fan, bro. I got people who live out there and deal with that college.
but see, one thing about
There's real concern about his knee, bro. There's
Oh yeah,
real
I'm
concern
telling
about
you
his
from
knee.
everything I'm hearing, don't expect this guy to be in the league long because that knee's going to explode.
Yep,
Nah, he'll be
I
fine.
Who's
agree, bro.
that?
He's gonna be good for 3-4 years, and then he's gonna be out of here.
I mean, that's better than Eric Stokes, so I'll take it.
Oh my God, that's another one. I thought
Oh
hearing
yeah,
Kevin King's
Stokes.
name enough would have been enough for me.
hey, we
Eric
got King's
Stokes.
brother though.
Oh,
Well,
We got King's
hey,
brother.
when it comes to that story,
Kalen King.
Yeah.
it's like when it came to those two guys at corner, who would you consider having? Would you between Eric Stokes and Kevin King, which one would you tolerate the most on your team
Kevin King,
today?
because he at least had decent
Yeah.
years, and he was one of the best red zone corners in the whole league. If you just adjust him to inside instead of being a premier outside cornerback who bumping runs, like you could actually get value out of Kevin King. Whereas Eric Stokes is supposed to be one of the fastest players in the league, and he just straight up isn't. He can't cover anybody. He's too small. He can't jump for shit. He's not athletic. His knees
wasn't
are
it?
fucking burnt.
Wasn't it Stokes who got burned by Scotty Miller on that fucking touchdown against the
No,
Bucks
that was
that
Kevin
game?
King. That was
Oh, that
Kevin
was
Yep.
King.
Kevin King. Okay, all right.
That's why I'm
I
saying
remember.
if you don't put Kevin
I
King in that
remember
position to begin with,
phones and remote controls were being thrown at that moment by my brother when that happened.
why didn't we just shove everybody 60 yards back? Like, why
For
even give
real,
them the opportunity to burn us like that?
for real, for real. Because y'all would have taken Kansas City in that Super Bowl with that depleted offensive line. You guys would have taken that Super Bowl, bro.
I mean, either
Yeah.
way, we would have took down the Bucks. I wanted them to fucking lose. Fuck them.
I agree.
Yeah. Then you got Rodgers playing tunnel vision.
right? And we
It's so
missed out
sad with
on.
Rodgers, bro, because it's like there were so many years, especially early on, where the defense let him down, and then later on, like that Bucks game, he should have won that game, bro. It's like that
Yeah,
Cardinals
because
game. It's like it wasn't on him, bro. It was on the defense. And then the Falcons game, y'all had Ladarius Gunter out there trying to guard Julio Jones.
Well,
Like,
well,
really? How
we
the hell did
also,
that go?
we
I
also
don't
had
remember that.
what's his name?
well,
We also had Ripkowski as our running back because our
Oh,
wide
God.
receiver, who turned into a running back, got hurt because our original running back
Oh, Ty
got hurt,
Montgomery.
and then the backup got hurt. So we had to use. Not only did our top two running backs get hurt, then our wide receiver running back got hurt. So we used Ripkowski, who fumbled the ball in the end
yeah, I
zone
gotta
when we
go.
were going to tie it up 7-7 to start the game. And
Yeah.
Mason Crosby missed the field goal to start the fucking game, too. We could have been up 10-7. Instead, we're down 7-0, and then they go down and score, put it down 14-0, even though Rodgers is doing everything he possibly fucking can in that game.
Yeah, bro. Rodgers has made, to me, still to this day, the Ben Roethlisberger throw to San Antonio in the Super Bowl is one of the best throws I've ever seen. And then that throw to Jared Cook against the Cowboys, bro.
Oh yeah,
Oh my
that
God,
sideline
bro.
catch.
That was insane, bro. That's one of the best throws I've ever seen a quarterback make, bro. That was
I've made
absurd.
that throw before.
And what makes that even better is Rodgers drew that play up in the huddle right before it.
Good old backyard football. Love
Yeah,
it.
and what's even better than that is Mike McCarthy tried to draw it up for Dak Prescott against the Niners in the playoffs, and he failed miserably and lost the game.
Because
I'm
Dak
sitting
is
there like,
overrated.
why would you draw up an Aaron Rodgers play for Dak Prescott? What fucking sense does that make?
He's an idiot.
McCarthy probably thought the only reason that happens because he's such a great coach.
Yeah. Well, I know Rodgers made the throw and everything, but, I was the coach when he made that throw.
Yeah. I was the guy getting massages in my office, not him. It was my play.
That's another thing. As much as people wanted to exonerate Mike McCarthy when he was on his way out, like, he was a good coach for us, bro. When I start reading these articles, and these are not coming from Aaron Rodgers, these are coming from everybody, saying that he's upstairs on a Saturday afternoon when they're going through run-throughs, and Aaron Rodgers is commanding the whole practice because Mike McCarthy is upstairs getting his Saturday massage and ignoring the practice. To me, that is fucking crazy, bro.
Yep.
That makes Aaron Rodgers even more impressive.
You sound jealous, Nick. You sound jealous.
Some Packers fans have with McCarthy.
I'm not jealous because I get to massage Jordan Love now, so I'm not worried about it.
Well, you better make sure you're on it this year because you missed a few times.
I know, bro. You sucked last year.
Well, he was playing so terrible at first. Instead of massaging, I was fucking punching him in the back.
Well, you talking about hold on. Are you guys talking about Jordan
Those
Love?
are lies.
I don't want to build in an excuse for him, but that he was hurt. That he really hurt his knee in that game against Philly week 1, bro.
No, Philly really hurt him. They fucking
He was hurt all year.
He was hurt all year, bro. He was playing hurt
That's
all
true, and
year.
it's not an excuse. That's true, and it's not an excuse. It's just a fact. My thing is though, my thing with sports has always been: if you're gonna play, there's nothing I can say, bro. I don't care if you're hurt. I don't care if you broke your fucking leg, bro. T.O. still performed with a broken leg. Like, if you're gonna play,
T.O.'s an anomaly.
But if you're gonna play, you gotta play. Like, I can't give you any I can't give you any excuses at that point. You're on the field.
There's absolutely a difference between being hurt and being injured. No one's gonna be mad at anyone for trying to play if you're injured.
No, I got pissed at Green Bay. I got pissed at Green Bay and Matt LaFleur for letting Jordan Love play in that Detroit game. Just sit him, bro. Because if we lose that game, it doesn't matter. It didn't change it.
When they tried to put him back and when he pulled his groin.
Yeah, Jacobs was hurt too. They
That
played
was
him both
fucking
that game,
stupid.
man.
So just let Willis take over. We're gonna lose the game. We'll move forward with healthy guys. It didn't change anything.
Nope. Didn't change anything.
It doesn't make sense.
Hey man, look, a lot of things didn't make sense last year. I think a lot of it was new running back. I mean, when's the last time we had a decent running back? I mean, I think LaFleur didn't know what to do. I mean,
wait.
a beast.
I think Mitch There's something wrong with you. So Love being hurt is not an excuse. We're saying it's not an excuse. Do you not get what that means?
Yeah, bro. We're
what
not.
the fuck are you talking about?
He still finished better than he did the year before, Mitch. I mean, we're not making anything an excuse.
But he's confused. He's thinking that we're giving Love an excuse. But he literally says right there. So that's not an excuse for Love. No, it's not an excuse.
No,
so
it's
why
not
are
an
you
excuse,
bringing
he
up
was
the
still out
27
there.
guys on IR?
He was just. We're just acknowledging. I'm acknowledging that he played hurt.
Hurt, yes.
Like what the fuck? This dude
I would venture to guess that 75% of the NFL plays hurt a lot of times, bro. A lot of guys. There's no way you're not some injury on your body while you're out there playing.
This dude graduated from deep Alabama South, like fucking.
Can I say one thing? Hold on. Let me and if you guys could confirm this for me. When you guys won the Super Bowl in 2010, 2011,
yeah,
your whole team was hurt that year.
We know where you're going with this, bro.
Your whole team was hurt that year, bro. Charles Woodson got hurt in the middle of the game. He broke his collarbone, and y'all still won it.
So yeah, that's true. So we had 16 guys on IR, and then we lost Charles Woodson and we lost Donald Driver, who got hurt in the game.
In the middle of the game. Yep. I remember that.
Was it Will Blackman that we had to put out there, and he's the one that slammed the ball down at the end?
God, I miss Nick Collins, man. God, Nick Collins was such a football player,
Nick
bro.
Collins around here.
Nick Collins intercepted the ball and took it for a touchdown, but the game-winning play at the end on 4th down, I think it was Will Blackman that knocked the ball out of Santonio Holmes' hands, isn't it?
Yep.
Wasn't he a practice squatter for you guys like most of the year?
Yeah, he wasn't even supposed to be on the roster.
Yeah.
Mitch, what we're saying is Love doesn't have an excuse for his poor play because he was injured. He was out on the field, so you should have performed better.
Yeah, this dude, I'm telling you, bro. Like,
if you line up, then they expect you to play. You got
pretty much saying we don't care if you're hurt or not. If you're out there, you fucking play. Your top fucking.
I'm not gonna lie, Mitch. I think you should stick to NASCAR because this is getting a little too much for you, bro.
Tennis.
Bro, driving around in the circle is too much for that guy. Are you
bro,
fucking kidding me, man? Holy
this dude said tennis, bro. Tennis is too classy for this chewing tobacco motherfucker, bro.
Too classy.
Yeah, you see those little white
about a sport that's criminally so hard to play. That is such a hard sport to play, bro. Tennis, I got immense respect for tennis players. I remember going out. I'm like, how do y'all play this shit, bro? This shit hard.
The hardest sport.
I'm on a hopscotch court.
The hardest sport on the planet is golf. I don't care what nobody says,
bro. Oh my god.
You could be the most athletic, talented person on the planet and
suck at golf.
Still hard.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I agree. As I suck at golf, and I'm good at basketball, football, baseball, soccer, volleyball, you name it. When I got to golf, I stunk.
That's because it is finesse, bro.
Stunk.
Hey, I'm good at miniature golf.
I don't think Mitch has comprehension, bro. That's crazy what he's saying.
The Vikes are Enjoy the bottom of the NFC North, Bob Swede. Enjoy the bottom. They're going to be in the bottom of the NFC North this year.
No, I don't know. The Bears probably going to take the bottom.
Let me explain real quick. So, it's not an excuse for Love throwing those interceptions because he was hurt, playing bad because he was hurt. It's just a fact that he was hurt. And it's a fact that he played bad. There is no excuse because he's on the field. Do you not get what the fuck that means, bro? Like, no. I just
bad too, bro. We all gotta admit it. He played bad. And no one played perfect ball. No one does. Shut up.
Yeah, but he had a lot of fucking drops,
bro. He had
even in the games where he was hurt, he had a lot of fucking drops.
That's not Love's fault, man. That's not Love's fault. Guys dropping the ball. That's not his fault.
Even when Love was hurt, dude, he still had a lot of fucking drops.
The youngest offense, and we still came in 5th.
I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Love played a hell of a fucking year for what he went through.
Jordan Love was tied for 8th in touchdown passes, and he missed 2 games. And he missed 2 games.
Wait, and bro, they dropped 11. They dropped 11 touchdowns on his ass. That's how many.
You think 5 drops?
He actually missed 3 games because he missed half of the Jaguars game and he missed half of the Bears game. So he actually missed 3 whole games.
And still 8th in touchdown passes.
That's what I'm saying, man. He still had a good year, and he went to hell.
And John Dorn wanted Clifford in there. Fuck
yeah.
Toyotathon Jordan Love is a top 1 quarterback in the league during Toyotathon.
Oh yeah, Toyota-thon love. So speaking of dropping balls, Eric, when are you
Go fuck
graduating high
yourself.
school? What day do you graduate high school?
He said, "Go fuck yourself."
Yes.
Hey, bro. Hey, Eric. At least you can see yours because Kyle, it's been a while, bro.
How do you know?
What the actual? What the actual hell?
Eric, you better put some money in that swearing jar.
A couple times.
What I've been doing?
Eric, you better put some money in that swearing jar.
Hey, bro, don't make me hit you with my golden Bible. I'll send some missionaries to your doorstep and set you straight, bro.
Why, you're going to try to kidnap him and make him a new freaking spouse for you to add?
Bro, I'll bring you to the convent, bro.
You just got to go to that Betty Anonymous.
Boy.
We got a betting problem, man. We got a intervention.
I only made 2 bits.
Eric looks like he could sing in a choir beautifully.
If the Giants do have a better record than the Lions, I will laugh my ass
you
off.
came over here because of Broski, right?
But I don't see that.
Yeah, that's what I thought, man. Yeah.
Who?
Tri-State.
The other
Nick.
Oh, Nick.
The other Nick.
Oh yeah, so I know Broski Bear from a different Panther podcast. Yeah, I'm not. I went on YouTube and it was recommended to me, and I saw Broski Bear's thing. So I was like, oh, let me click in, and then I heard you guys all had an intellectual conversation. So I'm like, subscribe.
Hey, can you put that comment back up?
I'm a fan of always having intellectual football talk, bro, all day.
Yeah,
this guy
more than welcome to come any show, bro.
Complete opposite.
This guy spelled his name wrong. It's Bob's Weed, bro. What the fuck?
I think it's Motown's brother. I think it's Motown's brother.
Man, every fan's optimistic this time of the year. We all optimistic.
No,
I'm hearing Panther fans saying we're gonna win 13 games this year. I'm like, jeez Louise, bro.
I don't know about that one, man.
Yo, relax, guys.
I need to
calm down. Let's get to 8 first. Let's get to 8.
Yeah, right.
We need to take a trip down to North Carolina because y'all.
If we go from 2 to 5 to 8, I'm good.
Nick, you should teach that to the Bears fans because they haven't even got to 8 wins yet. And they're like, bro, I can see
they're winning.
2012 was the last time they got 8 wins, bro.
The only thing the Vikings are going to do is like sweep the basement.
My bad. 2018, they got 12 wins. That's what it was. 2018.
We'll be sweeping in the basement.
What, Dorn?
I said the Vikings be sweeping the basement. That's it, man.
I think
the Bears mess. A mess.
You think the Vikings are going to be in the basement?
Yeah.
Below the Bears. Below the Bears. You guys are really think that.
We do have a Vikings fan on the panel, and she even agrees that they're going to be in the basement.
Fuck you, dirty dick. Don't make me fuck you in the ass again, you bitch.
Well, first of all, First of all, I was talking about Alvin, but okay.
Sure you were.
Hey, not gonna lie.
Kirk Cousins is a top 2 quarterback.
Oh my god!
So my Packer fans, 3 wide receiver sets. Is Golden going to be outside or in the slot?
Outside, probably.
Yeah, I want to say outside.
I think he'll be outside.
I don't think anybody takes away the slot from Reed.
The Watson gets back.
I don't think.
I just think that
anybody can take it.
So
I mean, Golden's fast.
Like Dorn's alluding to, Watson gets back, bro. Golden's a part-timer. It's not. Yeah. He's not going to be on the field.
Oh, please get rid of him, bro. Watson gotta go. Get him out of here.
Williams too.
He got to go.
Who's he going to start over? Yeah, Savion Williams is supposed to take over for Watson's spot.
Yeah, Watson and Wicks could go, bro. I'm sorry, and I like the Dontavian Wicks a little. His route running, but he can't catch the damn ball, bro. He can't catch the ball.
The thing about Wicks, bro. Wicks has got he's like top 5 in separation from.
Bro, his route running is exceptional.
Open,
right?
Yeah, but he just can't catch.
You guys always bring up that
6 touchdowns.
You guys always bring up that separation stat, bro. He's better at separation with his hands to the ball, bro.
But one thing about Golden,
he gets open more than anybody, man. He gets open more than anybody.
He catches the ball, and every time they need a down or something. Golden caught it every single time.
Yeah.
That's going to be the difference this year. No more drive killers, man. No more fucking.
He's a game mover.
The problem
he's reliable.
Wicks was before the start of the season. He went out and found Medusa and finger banged her. That's why he had hands of stone.
Oh God. Dude, if you remember in Nevada, what they said was Romeo Dobbs was sure-handed. He never drops the fucking ball ever. Now he's dropping the ball all the fucking time, bro. So until I see it actually happen, I don't give a fuck what he did.
You know, Reed dropped the most passes out of all of them. You know, Reed was the biggest drops.
You know, it doesn't surprise me though that Dobbs kind of has changed from how he was in college. He's had his brain scrambled quite a few times.
Yeah, one of about Dobbs though, he made some big catches for us.
I'm going to cut
down
some
big catches.
Yeah,
a lot of good catches.
The CTE problems he's got right now. Last year, I'm going to give him a pass because
this is an improvement year for him.
Yeah,
every improvement year for a lot of these guys, bro.
Exactly.
Watson and Dobbs are pro.
And we brought in those other receivers to push him. Hey, we got a good competition, man, in that room.
Bro,
Just
I completely forgot you guys drafted Lucas Van Ness a couple years ago.
Yeah, 2 years
ago. We wish we could forget that too.
Oh my God! Bro.
Yeah, these guys tried to. You know what? When that pick happened, I told everyone I was like, "That's a fucking shit pick." I hated that pick, and these guys were like, "Oh no, bro!
Oh wait,
this
just
guy's so strong.
just wait. It's happening
God,
this
he's
year,
a bull
Nick.
rusher."
The breakout year is incoming this year, brother.
I think so too.
He better hope so. If not, get the fuck out of here.
Hey, we switched
if not, then Baron Sorrell's taking his spot.
He had to learn a whole new scheme. I'm telling you, Nick, that's part of why he sucked last year. Switching the schemes. I'm telling you, man.
He sucked because you fucking suck, Rob. That's why he sucked. You suck.
Hey, Nick, it could be worse. You could have the Detroit Lions fucking defensive end.
Oh, there you go. You could have
the one-legged cripple.
Yeah, and he's actually might not even be the same no more.
Yeah, the way that he was running, man, I would not be.
No,
we should not be excited to see him on.
We should have traded for Myles Garrett, bro.
Dude, it looked like you put him in a wheelchair and he was trying to run out of the wheelchair.
we should have traded for Myles Garrett because you know what's crazy about Myles Garrett? Even when he doesn't want to play, and even when his team sucks, he still produces at a huge high level, bro. Imagine if he played with us. He'd be happy. He'd be fucking getting 38 sacks a year.
I want Micah Parsons.
Nick, the problem is you're imagining him playing with you.
We have a better chance getting TJ Watt, man.
He better pack a lunch then.
I'll take Watt.
Yeah, go get TJ Watt.
It ain't a lunch he's going to be packing.
He was going to have a rummage sale here, so.
TJ Watt, that's all. I don't know. I actually think Myles Garrett is better than TJ Watt.
Or Henderson.
I actually think he is.
No, I would take Hendrickson.
No. Henderson, he wants to. I wouldn't take him.
I would love to have him.
I think Myles Garrett is actually overall a better D-end or whatever you want to call him, outside linebacker, these guys. Fucking pass rusher than TJ Watt is. TJ Watt is just in a drastically better situation. Myles Garrett produces at such high volumes while he's not even fucking caring or trying. It's insane.
What about bringing Clowney in?
Oh,
no. Bro, that shit failed.
Yeah,
so
he worked out that year, but I don't know, bro.
He's washed. I'll tell you right now. The Panther fan will tell you he's washed.
Even like Preston's still out there.
I'll tell you what.
Still out there.
What we're gonna do?
Preston is out there. Really, Preston's out there.
Yeah.
Darius Smith. He's the NFC. He's the NFC North jump off hole, bro. He's been on every team in the last 2 years.
We're gonna release Jair Alexander. We're gonna get Preston Smith at cornerback.
Stop.
My goodness.
We tried that twice. We tried that twice, Nick. It don't work.
Hold on. Joe Barry's not the defensive.
Yeah, Joe Barry's experienced.
Oh my God! Please don't ever utter that man's name again, bro. I'm gonna get from hearing my brother scream at the TV so much.
You can't even.
Hold on,
bro. It's 3rd and 2, and you got your corners 8 yards off the line of scrimmage. My brother is screaming at the TV.
We went from 20.
What the hell are we doing?
1 year without him. We went from 25th to 5th, bro. 20 spots we moved up in 1 year. Get rid of that fucking bump.
Well, and this is what Kyle wanted. That's what Kyle wanted, though.
Yeah, I really wanted that.
Sarah helped me figure out Joe Barry's scheme. What it was he was ahead of his time. He's moving the defensive backs in the parking lot to catch the Caleb Williams overthrows.
Tomorrow night, Brett.
What Barry was trying to do was start a trend where you need to start making your outside linebackers 180 pounds and 6 foot. Like,
And they got to play corner.
Yeah, you got to put corners
Yeah, MMA Maniacs will be on tomorrow at 3 Eastern.
I'll make sure I don't tune in.
Okay, fuck you, Nick.
Yeah, Nick, you was originally on that show. Remember that?
Oh, yeah, and he dipped right out.
To go on that show.
dipped
Nick,
right
you
out.
did. What are you talking about, Nick?
Nick started the show.
Nick the Dick.
I didn't. I helped Joe start it. It's his show.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about sweaty guys touching each other, bro.
What are you fucking lying about, Nick?
Wait, is that a wrestling? Is that a wrestling channel?
It's mixed martial arts.
Where is it? Where is it? I'll subscribe to that too.
It's UFC.
Yeah, it's right. If you go to Huddle Sports Network, either the YouTube or the Facebook, we run it every Wednesday.
The best is the bearded Packer
real
fan.
Real quick, I gotta ask
dead.
y'all.
That's the best part.
Who is the third man in y'all opinion? Because I have a prediction who I think the third man is. I think it's Austin Theory. I think it should be Austin Theory, but I'll save it for a show.
Yeah, because we're about to be out of time, bro. We ain't got enough time to delve into that.
No doubt.
I just want to mention to everybody that the Packers are coming and we're taking over the division. You guys are all screwed.
What's your thoughts on the Lions, real quick?
Oh, they suck. They're fool's gold.
Fool's gold.
They haven't done shit this whole offseason. They're 2 bad drafts back to back. Is going to kill them.
Dan Gamble.
And let me tell you, Brett, when the next MMA Maniac show comes on, you're going to have to repost that question because I promise you I don't remember.
So fucking the Lions suck. Fool's gold. Dan Gamble huffs as much fucking Coors Light as Kyle does. Hey, that motherfucker, bro. I don't even know if he needs a dentist at this point. I think he needs to just have all of his teeth removed and replaced. That dude, whenever he smiles, ugh, bro.
That's grit, bro. That's grit. That's what that is. That's the definition of grit.
His wife is like, "Hey, do you want steak and potatoes tonight?" He's like, "No, I already ate 3 cartons of cigarettes."
And then you got Holmes fucking drafting and signing all these fucking injury-prone players, and they wonder why they're fucking most injury-prone team. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Anyway, so today's my last show, so I won't punk you anymore, Nick.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you get Eric's number?
Why do I need Eric's number?
I thought you were waiting for him to turn 18.
Oh my
Wow.
Damn.
Why do I need Eric's number when I have your ass?
Oh, wow. Yeah.
On that note, we got to end.